Hello, 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 guys. Can you hear me? Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Type yes, guys, if you can hear me. Hello, Jay. Can you hear me? Is my voice audible to you, guys? Oh, okay, okay. Okay, let's wait, Jay, and let's wait for others to join the session, and then we're going to proceed after 6 minutes. Can you hear me, Jay, now? So, is my voice audible to you, Jay? Hello, Jay. Can you hear me? Is my voice audible to you? Please guys type yes if you can hear me. If you guys can hear me, please type yes. Please let me know guys if my voice audible to you or not. If you guys can hear me, please tap on yes. Okay guys, so soon we're going to start with the session within 2 minutes. So we'll be going to start the session in a minute. Let's wait for others to join. So we'll be going to soon start the session now. Okay guys, so let's start the session. Whosoever has joined the session, it's a really delight moment that you have joined the session and you're giving your time to us. So we'll be going to have a revision whatever we have learned yesterday because some of you have missed the session and somehow were not able to join the session, right? So we can use the Replit as well as one of the online platform to develop the website. But yes, most preferably, you guys can use an offline platform known as Sublime. So you guys might have attended the yesterday session and you might have seen the Sublime platform that we use, right? But today we'll be going to use an online mode, and you can use this in your mobile phone as well. So you guys can sign up or log in with the Google or your Gmail account that you're already having. So what we have learned yesterday, we have learned about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. We went through the introduction of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So let's begin with that again. So you guys, whosoever missed the yesterday session, can understand what we have learned so far. So starting with HTML, we use HTML to create the structure of the website, right? And HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So basically, HTML helps us to create the structure of the website, like the way that the building is being created, right, and developed. We use bricks for creating the structure of the building. Similarly, we use HTML to create the structure of the website. And suppose if you want to do the painting, right, or you want different paints on the building, so for that purpose, you'll be going to use the CSS. And the full form for CSS is Cascading Style Sheet. So Cascading Style Sheet help us to do the designing of the website. Like you can see the font size, the font color, the background color, the image, and there are multiple things that you see, right? That help us to design the website. So the things that we use to design the website are the attributes or the properties of the CSS, means cascading style. And once we develop the structure and design the website, we need to control the website, right? Or we want the website to perform some functionality. Let's take an example of Amazon. You guys might have seen Amazon website, right? And you guys might have seen that if we wish to add the product to the cart, we use a button that says add to cart. Once we tap on add to cart button, our products get added to the cart, right? It means that particular button is performing a functionality, right? An event. That whenever we tap on that button, the product that we like gets added to the cart, right? So that's what JavaScript is. So combining all these three languages, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, we can develop a website. Although you can use other frameworks as well, such as React. React is widely used and it's most used by the developer nowadays because it consists of multiple functionalities and it's easy to use. But basically, it's really complex to use React because there are a lot of bridges that you need to create in React. But right now, we'll be going to learn about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I hope you guys might have understood what is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. If any one of you have any doubt, any question, just please text on the chat so that I can go through your doubt and I can explain you. Okay, Ashwell, we haven't started with the development of the website so far. So far, I'm just explaining you what are the languages that we use to develop a website, right? So just the beginning and explanation. that what are the types of languages we use to create a website and why we use them. So if you guys have any other doubt, any other question, please let me know in the chat box. If there is no doubt, please type yes. Okay guys, I'm waiting for your reply. Please type yes or no. Jay, do you have any doubt? Ashwell, do you have any doubt? So there is no doubt guys. Everything is clear and understood. You guys have understood what is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Please let me know guys so that I can proceed forward. Okay guys, so let's proceed forward as no one is replying. If there's any doubt, any question. Okay, moving forward, what we have to do now, we have to tap on this option that is known as create REPL, right? So once you tap on this option that says create REPL, you have to select HTML, CSS, and JavaScript from the options given below. Otherwise, you can select the template and you can type over here HTML and it will give you HTML, CSS, and JavaScript template at the top. So you guys have to select this first template because we are learning HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So once you select this option, you guys just have to tap on this create REPL option. And whosoever is using mobile phone or smartphone, that person can also use HTML and CSS, this HTML, CSS, and JavaScript template in mobile phone as well using Replit application. Okay, so I got a doubt, and it says what is HTTPS, right? So basically, HTTPS is nothing, it's the hypertext transfer protocol that we need to follow. It's a server that the protocol that we need to follow that help us to send the file or receive the file, right? That's why it is known as hyper transfer protocol server. Any other doubt, guys? Apart from this, Okay, assuming there is no doubt, so let's proceed forward. What we have to do, we'll be going to remove this code first of all. Let's remove the code. So once we remove this code, guys, we will be going to start writing the code. And what is the first tag that we have to use while starting with HTML? We'll be going to use doc type. As you guys can clearly see, it's visible over here. It's giving us an option of exclamatory symbol doc type. So we have to select this, and once we select this, we'll be going to have our first tag open as doc type HTML, which help us to signify that the code that we are using below is written in HTML5 language. Once we use the doc type, guys, what we have to do, we'll be going to use the HTML tag. And we already have understood that HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So once we write HTML tag, what we have to do next, we'll be going to use the head tag. So once we are opening the tag, we have opened the HTML tag, it automatically closing the HTML tag, because once you have opened any tag, you have to close it properly. And for the closing, you have to use backslash and the name of the tag that you want to close. So we have opened HTML tag, it closed it automatically, and we have opened the head tag, and then again easy to use and easy to write the code. Now what next we have to do, we have to use the title tag in order to place the title in our head of the website. So for adding the title, we just have to open the title tag, and we can write any title over here that you want to write. So let's say code with Akash. This is my title that I have used for my website. So once we are done with the title, now you guys might be thinking that where is this title we're going to come on the website, right? Where it will be appearing on the website. So it will be appearing at the top over here, right? Where you guys can see index.html, high level legal name. So in the place of this, we'll be going to see that code with Akansha will be going to occur once you save it in an offline mode. This is an online mode, so it will not be visible to us. But if you guys see in an offline mode, or if you guys can save this code in Sublime or Notepad, once you save it and run it, you will be able to see the title at the top. Moving forward, suppose if you want to put the content on your website now, or you want to place the first heading on your web page. So for that, we have to open the body tag first of all. Always remember, guys, if you want to add the content and you want the content to be displayed in the output, you guys always have to use this body tag. Once you open this body tag, you can put the content inside it, inside the opening and the closing of the body tag, and then you will be able to see your output on your web page. Understood, guys? Do you have any doubts, any questions so far? Please type yes. If you have any doubt, please type no if there is no doubt. It will be helpful for me to proceed forward if there is no doubt. And if there is any doubt, please write your doubt in the chat box. Hi Ayuba, do you have any doubt? Please let me know guys if you have any doubt, as it will be easy for me to proceed forward. If there is no doubt, please type no in the chat box. If there is any doubt, please type yes with your doubt. It's okay Ayuba, you will be going to see this recording, as it will be a recorded session now. Please be in the session to understand the forward things that we'll be going to learn in this session. Okay guys, moving forward, what we have to do now, we'll be going to add the content over web page now, right? So for that we have to use the, okay, we need to place the first heading on our web page, right? So which tag we can use? Any one of you know which tag we can use to place the first heading on our web page? Any idea, any guess? If you guys can hear me, please type your answers in the chat box. If you guys know, you can guess it as well, it's fine. Guys, let's make it more interesting. Please help me with your guesses and solutions if you know. I'm repeating my question again. Which tag we can use to add the first heading to our web page? Let's make it more interesting, guys. Please let me know your solutions or your guesses in the chat box. Yes, we have to use the heading tag for placing the first heading on our web page. So we're going to use h1 tag over here. So this is our h1 tag, and now we just have to place our content. So I'm writing the content now. Tell everyone, please type your now in the chat box. Please reply so that we can make it more interesting. I hope you guys can see the text I've written, and now let's run this. Is my voice not audible to you guys? Oh, it says definitely confused. I hope my voice is audible to you guys now. Okay, guys, so I'm sharing the Sublime screen as Replit server is not working properly right now. So what we have to do is let me just share my Sublime screen. So guys, we have to paste that code over here. I pasted the code over here. So this is our H1 now, means the first heading, and then we can place the paragraph by adding the p tag. Now we just have to close this p tag, and we can use different heading tags as well. So we have six types of heading tags. We have used H1, so we can use H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. So total number of heading tags are six in the HTML. So we can paste the same content in order to see the difference. Always remember guys, once you open the tag, you have to put the content within inside the opening and the closing of that tag, right? So I'm just saving this now. So you guys can save this easily by tapping on Control S, or you can just go to File option where you'll be going to find the Save As option. Once you save this, let me just show you that screen how we can save it. So you guys can see the Save As screen now. So you just have to write the name of that file with which you want to save this file, right? So I'm typing coding website .html. If you guys don't have extension over here, just put .html at the end. If you guys have an extension as HTML as save as type, just place the name of the file and then just save it with HTML as save as type. I'm saving this on my desktop, so the file is saved on the desktop now. Let me just open the output and show you guys how it looks. I hope the screen is visible and you guys can see the output now, right? So guys, we have created our first web page where we have added the h1 as hello everyone, and then we have added paragraph, and then we have added h2, h3, h4, h5, h6. So h1 is h1 is the largest heading tag which helps us to place the content with the bigger font size, and then the font size gets decreased once we move towards the higher value. Uh, For example, h2 is smaller than h1, h3 is smaller than h2, h4 is smaller than h3, h5 is smaller than h4, and then h6 is smaller than h5. I hope everything is clear so far, but you guys, if you have any doubt, just let me know in the chat box with your query and your doubt. And if there is no doubt, please type no in the chat box so that it will be easy for me to understand. Please, guys, be responsive of it. Please type yes or no in the chat box. If there is no doubt, please type no. Please be responsive of it, guys. Please type no if there's no doubt. Thank you for one response. I'm waiting for others as well to please respond and say if there's any doubt. If there's no doubt, please type no, guys. So, guys, I'm moving forward now. So, what we have to do, we'll be going to learn about the other HTML formatting tags. So, I'm placing H1 over here and I'm putting HTML formatting tag as in heading. So, we're going to learn about some of the HTML formatting tags that Yeah. So first of all, we have B tag stands for bold, which help us to make the content in bold. And then we have italic tag in order to make the content in italics. But the tag name is I, so we are using the shorter form of the tag. B stands for bold, I stands for italics, and I'm adding the same content now. Then underline tag in order to put a line under your content. And we use U tag to place the underline tag in the HTML. Now we're going to use strong tag as it's similar to B tag, which help us to make the content in bold again. So there's no difference between B and there's no difference between B and strong tag. Both are same. And then there's EM tag means emphasized, and there's no difference between I and EM means italic and emphasized tag. And then we do have superscript and subscript tag. So these are special tags which help us to put chemical formulas. You guys might have seen the formulas in chemistry subject. So we can use superscript and subscript tag for that. If I'm using subscript, so that particular piece of content will go a little below to the content that we have placed before that subscript content. And if I use superscript, let's say I want to add exponential. So I'll be going to use superscript tag because that piece of content that we are placing in superscript will come just a bit upper side of the content that we have placed before the superscript tag. Let's save this, guys. Once we are done saving this, what we have to do, we just have to run the output, right? So let me just share the output window now. So I've shared the output window. You guys can see the output window. I hope it's visible to all of you, and all of you can see the output window now, means our website. And let's just refresh this now, right? So you guys can see that this is our bold tag, this is our italics tag, this is our underline tag, this is our strong tag, this is again emphasize tag, and this is our subscript tag, and this is our superscript tag. So I hope everything is understood and clear, guys. If you guys have any doubt now, any questions, please let me know in the chat box with your doubts and your questions. If you guys have any doubt, any questions, please let me know in the chat box now. So today we have learned about HTML and how we can place the content on our website, right? And in the next session, we'll be going to learn how we can create tables. And in the upcoming session, we'll be going to learn a lot more about HTML because there's form creation, there's table creation, then we need to style it, design it. So there are a lot of things that we can learn. But you guys need to be a bit responsive so that it can help me to proceed forward, right? Please let me know, guys, if you have any doubts, any questions so far, as it would be really helpful. Please feel free to ask your questions and your doubts, guys, in the chat box. Okay, guys, I'm sharing the coding window now where we have coded the complete web page. Please let me know if you have any doubts, any questions from that. I've shared the coded windows now, guys. Please let me know your doubts, your questions, if you have any. So there's no doubt, no questions. Okay, so I got one question. It says, what is the difference between EM tag and I tag? So there's no such difference between EM tag and I tag. Both performs the same functionality. It's just to make the content a bit special, we use EM tag, but both the tags help us to make the content in italics. So there's no such difference between both of the tags. You can use either of the tags to make your content in italics if you want. Any other doubt, any other question? And I hope you got your answer right. Game strengths. Okay, so we got one more question. It says, how many heading tags do we have? So we have total six types of heading tags: H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. Perfect. That's great. That's all, guys. So you don't have any other doubts, any other questions? As we'll be going to end the session for today, so please let me know if you have any doubts, any questions for now. And in the next session, we'll be going to start learning the new concept. But I want all of you to please be a bit responsive, guys. Please respond to my question. At least you guys can type yes or no in the chat box so that it can help me to proceed forward, or I can take your queries and I can help you out with your doubts. For the offline mode, you can. Okay, we got one more question. It says, how can I publish the website? So you just have to save your code over here in the subline, and you have to go to this file section. Once you get to this file section, you just have to tap on save as option. Once you save the file with the name, you have to put the extension as .html. Once you add it as .html, you will be able to open it in your web browser. It could be Google Chrome, it could be Bing, it could be any other web browser that you are using. But yes, if you want to make your website live, then you have to buy the domain of your own choice. Those things we'll be going to learn afterwards, that how we can buy the domain and how we can publish the website using the hosting. Because our first priority is to create the website. Okay, we got one more question. How can I share my website link with others? Right now, you won't be able to share the link because we are creating the website in an offline mode. For that, we need to buy the domain first of all to make the website live. Once we make the website live, we can share the website link straight away, and the other person will be able to open it or open your website. Any other doubt, guys? As we'll be going to end the session in 5 minutes. If there is any doubt, any questions, please let me know. Please don't hesitate to ask your doubts, your questions. Yes. What is your last question? Okay, for adding an image, we have to use img tag that we'll be going to learn in the next session. How we can add an image, as it's a really easy process. But yes, we'll be going to take the concepts step by step so that it will be easy for all of you guys to understand it properly. As we are focusing more on basics, because once we clear the basics, it will be easy for you guys to create the website in future years. Any other doubt, guys? Any other question? You're welcome. So we'll be going to end the session in 1 minute. If you have any doubts, any questions, please let me know. So there's no doubt, no question. Okay, guys. So we are ending the live session now. Thank you all of you for joining the session, and we'll be meeting in the next session with the new concepts and new topic, and we'll be covering more about website development on this YouTube channel. If you guys want updates regarding everything, please subscribe to the channel, and you will get the notification if you press the bell icon, because we'll be scheduling the sessions over here in the future, so you guys can be updated and you guys can get the notification 30 minutes before the session is starting, so you guys can join the session and don't miss the session. And we'll be meeting in the next session now, so thank you all of you for joining.